Alright guys, welcome back to the Summit for China Qualifiers. We are here in the winner bracket finals. It's EHOME versus Vici Gaming. And it's getting pretty dire for EHOME here. They're down 0-2 as we load ourselves in here to our third game. I'm Basskip, and joining me to hopefully have the answer to the question, what do EHOME do, is Winter. Winter, what's up?
What's up? But they changed their ban a bit, right? This game they didn't ban the queen last game. They banned what did they actually ban? Can't remember what did they actually ban in the first phase. Was it the brood? No, brood was second phase.
No, brood was second phase with the clockwork. They definitely banned the Alk. Was it Shadow Fiend instead
Oh,
of...
Undying.
Oh, Undying, you're right. And
Right.
speaking of Undying, there you go. Showing exactly why they banned it out, so... Alright, they still believe in the Tusk. I still believe in the Tusk.
I
just have
believe
to-
in their Tusk. Dude, if like I'm on their team or somehow I'm drafting for them, you always pick Tusk for that guy. That guy is so good on Tusk.
Yeah, 11 has given his team plenty of reason to
Yeah,
insta-lock this hero for him.
if you're his teammate, right, when he's playing the Tusk, you feel like you're gonna win the game. That's the feeling that he gives you.
It's always great to see these hero player combos as people start to build reputations for themselves. The Bulldog Nature's Prophet, Burning Anti-Mage, etc., etc. And yeah, I feel like 11 is starting to build up a pretty similar reputation with the Tusk, but
That was a really quick reply. They wanted to have Ice Blast versus the Undying and the Wyvern.
yeah, I like it a
Or
lot.
maybe they planned that they wanted the A anyways, but A is one of the flavor of the month. I think you see certain teams picking the hero a lot as well, like maybe I think 1437 picks it a lot, Secret as
Yeah.
well picks him a lot.
Yeah, Cloud9 really love Ancient Apparition. I think they've even opened their drafts, like first pick
Yeah, they did.
with AA, so...
But it's the same like worrisome factor that I always talk about A. Yes, it's great versus those spells, the Soul Rip and the Cold Embrace, but his laning phase against Undying is not that great unless you have 3 heroes in the lane versus the Undying +1. If it's 2v2, it's gonna allow a lot of opportunities for the Undying to just run over the A +1.
Yeah, and that was something that I was actually going to ask you this game, Winter, is EHOME, they went for the 2-1-2 setup in the last game. Dual lanes have been pretty popular as of late, but it didn't quite seem to work out the way that they were hoping it to in the previous game. Do you think that this game they might be a little bit more defensive, considered just going for a defensive tri-lane with an offlaner that can fend for themselves, or do you think that they should stick to their guns and keep looking for these sort of semi-aggressive dual lanes that they've been running?
I mean, they want to pressure as well with the Tusk. That's kind of the beauty about having Tusk in the early game. You can choose to sack him, or you can choose to pressure with him. I mean, sacking the Tusk early game, he's just like a clockwork, right? He does the shards thing because they're on dire, so he blocks the wave, so he's gonna get level 2, so he can roam. But at the same time, if you want to maximize the potential of the Tusk in certain games versus a weak carry, you want to be able to pressure. So I don't feel like you want to build your game plan around, oh, we are just gonna make sure that we do defensive tri-lane from the get-go, just to make sure Vici don't pressure their safe lane. I don't think that's a very good mentality. I just feel like you have to be flexible in terms of what you want to do based on what the enemy is drafting.
Yeah, and they're really not locked into anything until we see a few more picks. So yeah, definitely agree with you on that front. So once again, we find ourselves in the situation with Vici Gaming having the Winter Wyvern in the first two. The Darkseers made it through a little bit further. Are they going to take it?
I was talking about
Slardar as
CDec
well?
Queen of Pain and Slug. Oh no, now both heroes are gone.
Oh man.
Jeez, is he gonna play some safe lane Lina? I'm not sure though. Like Gyro isn't even his type of hero, if you ask me.
Yeah,
He needs to play a
what's he
hero
gonna
that's
do?
very. Yeah, he needs a hero that can do a lot of individualistic plays, like make a big play and get a very crucial solo kill somewhere. Like he needs those kind of heroes, and Storm is really like one of the few heroes that can also do that, but he's very weak right now.
Yeah.
I'm I'm not too sure though what heroes that they actually pick for him other than the I know he plays Amber, Slut, Queen of Pain. Not sure anything else from those three. Like on the safe lane, obviously. Maybe they'll just put him on like Juggernaut or something. I'm not sure, but we'll see what they do. So Vici Gaming obviously has the opportunity to pick the Slara again if they want to. Slara plus Undying, the laning phase is still really good together.
Yeah, definitely not too shabby. Vici have a lot of options here, actually. I mean,
Like certain teams would just pick like maybe a Shadow Fiend for Radiant, but Vici Gaming sometimes I feel like Super's Shadow Fiend isn't his best hero. He plays some other heroes much better, like the tanky strength heroes in general,
yeah,
like the utility hero.
yeah, he's definitely. I
Versus
don't want to call it
Back Knight.
defensive because I feel like that's not accurate to his playstyle, but yeah, he
Undying
is
is
more
the
utility focused.
Undying is the position tree, so they're gonna heavily pressure the AA. Bounty running around, poking the AA with his Jinala, harassing him, placing wards, and it's very mid-game centric as well, or early to mid-game centric, because you have Track plus Tombstone, so you want to help the Undying get to the stage where he's very strong, because usually what Undying, struggle in the game is, because he sucks at farming, right? You have to right-click the creeps. Okay, you can drop Tombstone to farm, but it doesn't happen a whole lot, so you need another way to help the Undying, get rich. So you have Track. So if he gets kills, he's gonna get a lot richer, faster.
Yeah, and we were just talking about the issues of finding cty a hero, but I think mid lane is also looking really tough for EHOME at the moment. You've got potential Winter Wyvern harass coming in, the Bounty Hunter as well. So not only do they have to struggle to find something for cty, but they've also got to find something that's not going to straight up die
Is
in mid
this
lane.
finally going to be his hero?
Could be. I mean, Lina still feels pretty strong this patch.
You can actually fend off aggression in the early stage of the game. I feel Lina is a little bit similar to the Queen of Pain on the safe lane. You can deal with like a pressure lane, Undying +1 or something along those lines. The only downside is Lina, you don't have to blink. Queen of Pain can just get out, right? So Lina, you're more afraid of dying in the laning phase if you get caught. Whereas Queen of Pain, you can generally play quite aggressive because you have the blink.
Yeah, you've at least got the range. You've got the nukes. You can keep people
Yeah,
back,
but Lina, you
you
still have really good nukes and very long range. So, in that regard, you can still, farm a lot in the safe lane. It's just that you're much more susceptible to getting killed in the lane.
Vici gonna take this in a
Change
whole
of pace.
different direction. Yeah.
They feel like they can't. Maybe they feel like they just wanted to, or maybe it's an idea they had in mind during like the first two picks already. They wanted to build a draft that makes a lot of space for some huge carry to farm. And they feel like their early game aggression might not work because of the Ice Blast working against the Cold Embrace and the Soul Rip. And if you want Undying and Wyvern Bounty Hunter to work very well, you have, you want to kill heroes, win your lane, and then push towers. So maybe the Ice Blast from A is a very strong deterrent for that. So Vici Gaming feel like they wanted to avoid that from happening, so they're taking a change in direction in their lineup.
Yeah. So now and EHOME just gonna keep on layering on the turtle almost here.
This is definitely a core Lina right now with the Earthshaker.
Yeah. So Earthshaker gives them a little bit more lockdown. They already had some to deal with the anti-mage, but some fishes out of fog can definitely not go amiss in potentially dealing with him. Their ability to defend towers now is great.
Yeah.
They can
but their
spam with
lane
Lina.
though, don't you feel their lane is still very weak with this lineup? They have very great team fight. A lot of wave clear, like you mentioned, the Fissure, the Dragon Slave,
But they have to get there.
Ice Blast. Yeah, but they have to get there without taking too much damage in the early lane, because their heroes are not that strong. It's okay with if you are doing Lina mid, you can use Earthshaker to at least make sure you win the mid lane with Fissure and you get a kill when you have Laguna. So maybe they are considering doing that, but I have not seen Old Chicken play Lina. Every time they run a call Lina, it's always gonna be cty playing it.
10 seconds remaining.
So I'm not sure if EHOME will do that, but for Vici Gaming right now, they're looking for their mid hero as well. Potentially another Space Maker, or they want to go for a greedy hero, another core with the AM. But usually with anti-mage, you just have like 4 heroes that can keep fighting, and you just make space for AM to farm the whole map.
And that
Yep,
that definitely
Space Maker.
fits. Yeah. All right. So it's not necessarily for protect one, but it's the it's in the
It is
same vein.
kind of
Kind of.
it is kind of for protect one, but they can play very aggressive with the bounty. Like
Yeah.
these four heroes, bounty, undying, wyvern, and the brew can literally fight five heroes when they reach their peak. You know, when undying is level 7, you have 4 tombstone, and you have brewmaster split and the winter's curse. It's so hard to fight those 3 spells alone. So EHOME, it's either they go all in the early aggression right now, or they pick another mid hero that has carry potential against, like, obviously minus armor is good versus AM. Oh no, they're just gonna try and finish the game with the healing ward from Juggernaut. So Old Chicken is playing the Lina. I don't think I've seen him play Lina, but they have a lineup where they have decent late game. It's not horrible against AM, like Laguna with Aghanims and Juggernaut. They have good heroes versus AM, but you still generally don't want to go into late game against AM with those heroes, because AM doesn't really need to fight you head on, right? He can just rat, and it's gonna be very difficult to deal with him. It's when he gets like super farm. So with the healing ward, ideally, I think they want to be able to take control of the map as much as possible during the first 20 minutes. You know, ideally take all the towers, get Roshan and whatnot. But it's not going to be an easy task against the Undying and the Brewmaster. This is not easy at all for them.
Yeah. And even before that, how do you feel that their lanes size up at the moment? So it looks like it is going to be the Lina mid. She can get a little bit of help from the Earthshaker potentially, but I'm looking at this Undying, and I feel like Ice 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 is just gonna. Ice 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 could have a pretty scary game here, potentially.
The laning phase is key. Can they win it? I think it all depends on rotations though. The Earthshaker has to figure out where the bounty is going. You need to be there before he's trying to kill your hero. Because if the bounty somehow gets like 1 kill on top lane or in the middle lane, I think those two are the more likely lanes that the bounty might be able to net a kill. Then the game will be very difficult for EHOME. Because if their momentum gets slowed down and the Panda gets dagger and they have the tombstone, it's so hard to fight against those 2 spells. The split into the tombstone. I think if they actually get there fast enough and bounty gets a kill in the a key kill in middle lane, it will be very difficult for EHOME to fight. So they need to make sure that that doesn't happen. That the BH doesn't, disrupt the early laning phase too much. Do they have sentries for mid lane? That's key. Oh, they have 2 sets of sentries actually.
Yeah, Lem's carrying 2, Kaka has 1, and
I mean
they've given one to Old
that
Chicken.
is important because they understand that they need to make sure that this BH don't do too much in the early game. If the BH actually creates too much problems in the early game, they can just easily lose the game from there.
Yeah, and cdec.y has some boots first as well, so... I mean, it's a little bit safe, it's also a little bit aggressive, potentially, depending on how this
Are they
this
going to
offense
aggro
starts
try?
out.
I think they're going to aggro try with the boots though, because the Taz is
Yeah.
going top. They want to pressure the AM. Which is also like the right idea, because like we discussed, they needed to make sure that the laning phase goes well for them. But if FY gets the career, this is gonna be so tough for the Lina.
Oh boy, he knows that
Oh,
the salve's going to be coming out. Up.
Okay.
Okay, people are very disciplined these days, Winter, about the careers. Ice Ice was trying to get away with stealing the creep wave here, but 11 actually got the perfect shard block in, and Ice Ice took a bunch of damage as a result. The anti-mage has already made his way up here, though. Burning holding onto his skill point. Ice Ice gonna give him a slap. Takes a few tower hits for that. Didn't quite get the aggro off, but
Yep.
that was a really
But
good play
good
from
lane.
11.
Yeah, but it's still good laning phase, good laning placements for EHOME. The career is still going to die.
Dire's
seems.
courier has been killed.
He can't escape FY.
But at least he got the salve, but he's not going to be able to get his bottle. That is the downside, but at least he got the salve. The salve was very, very important for him to be able to get it for the laning phase.
Is this not a lane where you consider the early point in Haze as the Brewmaster?
Yeah, I would actually consider it. I think it's really good versus range heroes. But you don't need haste because you can kill right now.
Yeah, should be no problem. Fisher actually comes in from the opposite side. Kaka trying to open some space, but no dice. Ice very low, but he's just limping his way back.
Yeah,
here.
and the other reason he didn't consider haste because he went for the 2 branch build with pull tangles. So you want to be able to use clap to get last hits. Oh, Kaka, he's trying to take the 2v2 here versus FY and Fenrir. Chilling touch is gonna give them the edge though.
Looks like it's just going to be kind of an awkward stare down. Both mid heroes
Yeah,
considering coming over, but not quite.
They can't really fight them because Chilling Touch is just really strong at this stage, so they had to back off. Otherwise, they would have just taken a really bad trade because the Earthshaker was really close on getting mana for an extra fissure there.
Well, Burning, I mean, immediately evacuated the bottom lane, and he's now getting some pretty alright farm on top.
Yeah,
so.
by the way, back to the point just now, you were talking about the Brewmaster getting the haste at level 1.
Yeah, let's
But I
finish
think
that.
because he went for the brunch build, so he wanted to last hit with clap, so you get your bottle.
True.
I think if you wanted to go for the haste from the start, you would have maybe gone for the stout shield build. Maybe. But I think that if he wanted to get a quick bottle, obviously you're gonna get a clap at level 1.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. I was just thinking of it in the context of Lina's right click does really add up.
It's really good versus Lina, I agree. It's really good. But he just didn't plan it at all, because if he wanted to do that, he would have maybe gotten a stout shield instead.
Yeah, and then just could have tanked some more hits. Stun attempted mid, but Super's gonna sidestep it. Burning, still farming pretty comfortably top, holding onto a salve.
This lane is pretty good for AM though, honestly 1v1. Anti-mage versus Tusk, because you burn all his mana and he can't do anything to you. And AM has better base damage and stats right now because of the item selection. Tusk went for the boots first. So laning wise, AM is quite alright with this against the Tusk. He can't kill the Tusk now, but he's free farming, that's all he wants.
And any offlaner will tell you how annoying it is to play against anti-mage. Just it's like, oh, he has a salve, he's gonna blink forward, he's gonna trade hits, he's gonna burn all your mana.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
That didn't happen with the bounty, but it happened with the Wyvern. That is really bad for them again, for EHOME. Because a lot of their tempo relies on them. You don't need them to win the lanes, but they have to at least break even in the lanes so they can actually achieve their timing. But if they give away too many kills, their timing is gonna get slowed, and it's gonna be very hard for them to deal with the Vici lineup later, because it's gonna be like 4 heroes fighting around, AM split pushing, and if you lose your lanes very hard, it's gonna be very hard for the EHOME heroes to actually deal with the AM later, because you can't deal with the other 4 heroes if you lose your lane. I mean, even if you don't lose your lane, it's gonna be tough, right, dealing with those heroes, so you can't afford to lose your lanes.
They're mixing things up a little bit here, trying to start getting some counter kills back into the game. Moving Lamb over towards mid. Kaka's still hanging out here at the moment. They really want this super kill. Fish is in range. Old Chicken goes running forward, but Super's caught on to what's happening.
They want to kill him before he has level 6. That was the timing they were hoping to go for, but didn't happen for them. I think he had vision, right? Did the ward actually see? Yeah, they saw the Earthshaker on top.
Oh yeah.
So he knows what is going on there. So wards again, very crucial for early game success, my friend.
Yeah, ice with those early boots.
He plays
his
ward, right?
Yeah. He bought boots and just ran right out of base and placed this right at the very start before EHOME even got out there.
Game winning wards, my friend.
Yeah, well this hill has been amazing for Vici Gaming these last 2 games. They got the kill up here in the previous game, and now this ward on the hill.
And it's gonna get harass a lot. Oh, he's dead. He's actually dead. Okay, he's dead.
Yeah, Fenrir's gonna come in. Lamb's gonna do as much damage as he can before he dies, but he's accepted his fate. Does a little bit of shopping, but
this is like the weakness of AA. When you don't get to pull and like stay in a lane to get experience and you're running around, it's very bad, you know. It's like the AA's worst nightmare when you get chased down by the bounty hunter because you can't do anything to him.
Yeah, and Vici have done such a good job in the last 2 games, especially of just controlling the path between mid lane.
Oh, the
and
fissure!
top.
No!
Super has the 1 charge as he's gonna
God.
survive. Oh my word.
Man, they need the early game to go well for them, and this is happening. Like this is like the worst ever start for them. Everything is not going well. This is so frustrating for EHOME.
They're making moves, but it's just not quite working out, unfortunately. They're gonna make another move. A bunch of heroes coming down towards bottom. ISS already has the tombstone up.
He just used Omni Slash and he hit like crit. Oh no, the fissure on the wrong side. Oh dear. Oh well. Look at him, he's putting puts in front of them. Oh my god. This guy, cause he knows that they screw up so badly and he's taunting them. Do you see this?
That's ice for you. Jump in mid lane, they're gonna use the split. Another
Oh my
kill.
god.
It's just falling apart again, Winter.
Man, if this happens for another 2 minutes, they're just gonna lose the game. Oh my god, they have to find a way to fix things, you know, get a kill with Laguna and have the fissure, you know, they need to make everything work for them. The fissure into the light strike array and then get a kill. They can't afford to miss any combinations anymore.
Ice is still dropping his boots bottom lane. 11's gonna get jumped on here, he's got the snowball, TP support coming in, but I think that's all that Vici Gaming were looking for here. If we're gonna tank some damage, Burning gets sent skyward, but there is a Laguna actually.
He's
and they bring
tanky,
him
though.
down. He's so tanky, 2 points in spell shield
Look at
already.
this! Yo, look at this build, what? He has 2 points in spell shield.
This is not
like,
the Burning build. This is the
but it's
the next
look at their
level
heroes.
Burning build. Yeah. 11 snowballs a little bit further away, but FY looks like he's just gonna take that kill.
Oh my god. They're losing this game so quickly.
And this is even without Burning really getting involved. He's just been sitting and hitting creeps top lane this entire time. He hasn't had to budge an inch.
That's what Burning does. That's what Burning does. It's his job.
King of creeps.
But right now the pressure on them is just so immense for EHOME. They need to be able to turn this game around soon. They haven't really, they dropped 2 Lagunas so far. They haven't got a single kill from that. They dropped Omni Slash at bottom. They didn't get the kill. So they need to make sure that when the spells come off cooldown again, they need to make sure something happens for them. Oh, here comes the
Snowballing
snowball.
in onto Ice, but there is a little bit of counter initiation. Looks like Spin's gonna be enough
Not
damage.
this time, Daryl. Not this time, Daryl.
Yeah.
Man, they needed that so badly, Basskip.
I think it's really up to 11 now to start moving and getting things done. He was a little bit quiet in the earlier stages of the game. He hasn't rotated yet.
Mid lane.
And now he needs to just
Lamb.
like,
No,
Lamb.
not again.
This is trouble. Super looking for the level 4 clap. Good Fisher counter initiation though. They're gonna catch 2. 11
they needed
moves
that
in,
mid
picks
rally.
up the double.
And you, like you said, they needed 11 to come out big, and he is coming up. They, after the bottom fight, they immediately smoked towards middle lane. They knew that
Yeah.
they had to, you know, they had to do something. They had to make something happen. They can't just let the game slip away
Radiant's
like
middle
this.
tower is under
So,
attack.
I think that was.
Might be one more. There's an Ice Blast on its way bottom lane. More heroes running in. Ice gonna tank this one. He's got the Tombstone and he's got the Flesh Golem, but cdec.y just jumps in with the Omni and straight up kills him. One last auto attack to finish it.
Yeah,
Alright, EHOME.
the mid fight gave the AA the level 6. That's why they could have actually done that. So, things starting to. Oh, they were under so much pressure, like literally 40 seconds ago. Right now, the game sort of becomes a lot much better for them.
Radiant's bottom
It's
tower
exactly the
is
dominoes that you
You know,
talked
it's-
about last game.
It's a huge sigh of release, you know, the last 40 seconds for EHOME.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Especially given the situation that they're in as well, right? This is it. This is 2 games down.
Dire's
You
top
have to
tower
win out
is
from
under
this point.
attack.
Yeah, there's still the lower bracket. Yeah, there's still, you know, another opportunity to qualify, but you'd much rather just win it right here instead of having to go
Yeah,
and face
no
up
one
against
wants-
LGD.
No one wants to play with your second chance, you know. If you can do it the first time, just do it the first time.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's take stock. Let's have a look at what kind of items and stuff they got out of that. They got the 6, as you pointed out. 11's looking like he's going to start working towards a mech.
another smoke.
FY. A couple of heroes got revealed out of the smoke. They're going to spot a ward that was freshly placed, so they know that the bounty's in the neighborhood.
Do they have a dust? They don't have a dust.
Put down a sentry, but they
Sentries?
spot him. He's just on the very edge. Laguna Blade. Old Chicken is
Oh.
not going to let him get
Dire's
away
top
there.
tower is
Beautifully
under
placed
attack.
sentry down from Kaka,
Dire's structures
realizing
are
what was going
fortified.
on. Alright, 5-5, Winter. We've got a game on our hands. Snowball's coming in towards top lane along with the Ice Blast, but they've actually jumped elsewhere.
the
They've jumped
toss
over
is
onto
doing
Ice,
well.
Ice, Ice.
Oh, the fissure not hitting again. Oh dear.
Oh, they split between the 2 targets. 11 wanted to kill on Ice, 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 but the Ice Blast was heading towards the tower, and now 11's in big trouble. He's gonna get right-click down. The split's gone off. He might try and block himself out. Has the snowball as well. Heads up on a high ground. Is 11 still alive? Gets sent skyward. But these pandas are just about
Holy
to
shit,
fade.
this
Super,
guy.
can he come in and finish this kill? Will be able to. It's Ice, Ice, Ice with a decay who gets it. cdec.y picking up a killing spree. It looks like FY is going to take another spill on mid lane, but we're not done top. Super with another clap. Burning comes running in, but it's another 2 heroes stun. The right clicks come out. Old Chicken finishes that kill. Burning will get his revenge on Kaka at the very least, but EHOME will swap the Earthshaker for the Brewmaster any day of the week. Omni Slash on mid. Cold Embrace was ready, but
Is under
just
attack.
couldn't get it off.
I don't think he had mana there because he was quite low. When I checked on him, I'm not sure, but
mean,
he was pretty low there. But he got the kill on the BH before that when the fight was happening top with Blade Fury. And then he gets another kill on the Wyvern with his Omni Slash.
I mean, you said cdec.y needed a hero that could get solo pickoffs, and
yeah,
you know, Jug isn't necessarily what you think of, but he's making it work.
Okay, so right now they need to transition this somehow. They need to get Roshan and put it on the Juggernaut. So that would be their next objective. Maybe after they take the middle tier one, then they go for Roshan. Do they have a medallion on anyone right now? No.
I think it would only be the AA who'd go for it, and he's...
Yeah, I think they could though. They could do it on the AA if they actually want to get the quick Roshan. Man, this Tuss is literally carrying the whole team right now.
We hyped it up, Winter, and 11 is definitely delivering. FY's in trouble again, bottom. cdec.y chops him down. They have... That is 3 consecutive deaths for FY
dude,
here.
this escalated quickly from a disastrous early game into a dream mid game for EHOME. They got like 9 kills, like it was 5-0, right? They got 9 kills.
Yeah, it was... This is a crazy comeback. It really is. And you can even just see the story and the net worth and the experience clawing things back from where it was. Vici gonna try to make some plays of their own.
Vici has to make space for the BH to get level 6 and then use the vision control, or even... Oh no, they have split. Okay, they can go look for a pick off here. With split and the tombstone up, they can just go look for a fight. But right now, I feel like EHOME is strong enough to actually be able to win that fight. Even with the split and the tombstone, they have a very good chance of winning that fight.
Yeah, especially if they can blow up either the Brewmaster or the Undying before anything happens.
Fissure and Light Strike Array and he just dies. They can just literally kill the Panda from full to nothing.
Yeah, and Super's gonna have to be careful. The Yules, I believe, is not... it's actually a little ways away for Old Chicken picking that one up.
He needs BKB this game though, on the Panda.
Yeah, definitely.
Like generally, you don't really want to go get a BKB
Super
on Panda.
Does manage to grab the double damage there. Old Chicken could have given him a hard time. Omni comes in, they blow up Ice Ice Ice. I don't know, I think that means no Ice Ice Ice, no fight, no buyback either.
Yeah, I don't think you can fight without the Tombstone. The Tombstone is the majority of their team fight right now.
Fenrir's gonna come in, he's a little bit low on mana, does have a soaring.
They're trying to buy enough time for the Undying to respawn, but I'm not sure if they have enough time. But they're gonna fight, AM is coming in. Curse?
Kaka's found himself a good position, he gets... Oh no! Stuns up on 2, Fenrir gets blown up, FY in the midst of all of this, 11 in some trouble as the Brewmaster comes in on the back line. Super doing good work so far, looks towards Old Chicken who's just gonna have to stand his ground. They're retreating back, Burning jumps in with the Mana Void, he's gonna kill off one. They're looking for more and FY arrives with the track at the ready, finds a double. It looked so promising for EHOME as they got that immediate kill on the Winter Wyvern, but... Vici do manage to turn things around somewhat in that fight.
The Panda Ultimate is still really strong at this stage of the game. Did so much work. And that Mana Void was... Oh my god, that did so much damage. So that's gonna put Burning in a really comfortable position. Because right now he caught up significantly to the Jug. The Jug was really far ahead previously.
Yeah, the Jug's even got his Battle Fury completed. All of these solo kills are being
Mass,
crazy.
he has a Mass and Battle Fury right now.
Yeah, he's huge.
Oh my god, this guy is just farmed.
Yeah, cdec.y is done.
They need to take Roshan soon for EHOME.
What item do you want to see now for the...
Oh, mid lane.
Jug?
Oh my god!
Jump in mid,
Oh my
they've
god,
caught
that was-
Super, but there is going to be some counter initiation coming out with the Cold Embrace, but the Ice Blast is going to put an
Oh my
end
god,
to his life.
Do you see what he did there? Holy shit, that was so good. He used his, like, when he was snowballing over, he used his shards earlier, a little bit earlier, so because like Panda saw he's trying to blink away, then he
So to
couldn't.
cancel the blink.
Oh, yeah, oh my god. That guy is just playing everything perfectly right now for his team. I mean, he doesn't have the, like a 5-0 kill score or whatnot, but he's doing so much work.
I mean, you look at what was happening to the team before he started moving around and doing things, and the position that they find themselves in afterwards.
Bottom lane.
I think the contrast should speak for itself.
Dust?
FY.
Oh, no dust.
No, he's alright.
They need to, right now I think they probably need some deep wards. They need the BH to play some wards. They have one ward at the base. But yeah, I think they probably need a ward around the Rosh area or even the Ancients area so they can actually scout. Because Juggernaut right now should probably start farming very near around the Ancients to look for a timing so you can actually get the Roshan. Is there a medallion coming anytime soon? No. I guess then if the A is not building a medallion, I don't think anyone is going to build one because Tuss is going to look to complete its mech. And obviously Shaker, you don't want to build a medallion.
Vici Smoke, Winter Wyvern's a little bit further back, cdec.y gets scouted by FY, but looks like he's just gonna dodge this one.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, the 4-man space making crew and AM is alone.
What do you make of this build from the Jug? He's actually got 0 points in Healing Ward. Oh, they're still gonna catch him out! Winter Curse gets dropped, they're gonna use everything! Not even going to give him a chance.
Dude, that was so dangerous though. He was farming when he was tracked. Like at such a he didn't even try to spin to remove the track. I'm not sure though. That was so risky by him, by cdec.y.
Super's looking for more.
I mean,
here,
if you get away with that, it's fine. But it was so risky. Like they were in a position where they didn't need him to make such a risky move though. Like you could have just gone back and farmed your jungle or I don't know. Oh no, the use they didn't get the fissure again. I'm not sure they have enough damage. Oh my god, they missed the fissure, they missed the light strike array.
Brendan's just gonna walk it off. He's absolutely fine.
Should have been dead, but you know, shit happens.
EHOME had a good run for the last few minutes. It's
So it's kind of fair they have some bad luck.
you
right
know,
now, right?
yeah, you have to get a little bit in there.
So the game is fair, and we have a interesting game now.
Exactly. Though
Because if burning died there, it would have been. I mean, I guess it's even because they killed cdec.y. So.
Thank you.
But big picture, fans of good Dota probably hoping that EHOME are going to take at least the one game in the series here, and we can keep on moving forward. But EHOME just kind of spread out at the moment, pressuring in different places, grabbing a little bit more farm. They're
just looking to make sure they push all the lanes. So I think their next objective is always going to be the Roshan for cdec.y. They're even pinging it right now, so they just need to make sure that they get the lanes. Oh my god. Okay, the carry of the team has fallen.
He was really far up mid lane.
Yeah, he was really far.
The smoke from Old Chicken and Kaka, they managed to find out Super. They're going to drop everything here. They really want this kill, and they will be able to grab it. Burning's hunting though, Plump's blinking in. No one else is really backing him up just yet.
He doesn't have mana void though, so he can't. So right now with they know the panda is down, so they're going to go for the Rosh. So this is really important for EHOME to actually achieve to continue. They need to continue the pressure, right? So they need the Roshan, and they need the Aegis onto cdec.y. Maybe they even give it to someone else. So I'm not sure, but I feel like cdec.y is still a really, even though he can play very aggressive and always have the spin to get out. But I think that with the Aegis, you are much more willing to play. You know, you go in very deep to try and get a solo kill. So I think he's probably still the best candidate for the Aegis. Yep, they're gonna give it to him. Oh no!
Chicken's
Oh,
hunting top lane, but he's actually might be in some trouble. FY is just around the corner. He's also got the mech to help out Burning if he requires it. Do they have anti-invis with this Tusk? Gets him with the shards. Burning comes running in. He's got the Mono Void again. Old Chicken needs to be really careful. Evan's looking for this kill, but they didn't bring any anti-invis, and now a Fisher comes flying in, but it won't be enough to save the Lina. There's more heroes moving in as well. Is 11 just going to be another track kill? They're going to drop the Cold
Another
Embrace.
track kill. Dude, that's 2 track kills. That is so big.
It was just such a good place for FY to be, kind of reading the situation.
Why would they try to kill the BH if they don't have anti-invis?
I'm not sure. C2I. Okay, gets some lucky Basskip bottom. Manages to kill off.
You know why he's killing him the whole game? Because he was taunting him earlier with the boots drop.
He sees all of the enemy heroes kind of towards the top lane as well, so pressure things a whole lot. But yeah, it's revenge. It is revenge.
He only sees ice.
Oh man, FY pops the Aegis. Meanwhile, mid lane, Burning's gonna pick up a kill on Lamb. Carries on both sides, going a little bit crazy as we move through the mid game.
They lost the Aegis?
Yeah, cdec.y lost the Aegis to FY.
Huh? What? Okay, I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah, don't ask me, dude.
I thought he was Gucci after he killed the Undying. I guess he was very low and he was tanking tower with Mask of Madness on.
Yeah, and he just got hit by the
Shuri toss.
by the shuriken. Yeah, I think he was just expecting to be able to spin if anything happened, but not.
Yeah, but BH is invis, so you can't expect that.
There you go. The one hero that could give
the
him a hard
biggest
time.
loss. I mean, this is not the biggest loss. I think if they would have lost that Aegis on the second Roshan, then it would have been really bad for them. But oh, no detection again? Shit.
They can't stop the Glimmer Cape, but they will be able to stop the Wyvern. cdec.y blinks forward, chops him down.
Oh my god. We need to get a gem.
They need to get some detection at the very least. Lamb's running around with a single
probably-
sentry. Oh, they're gonna jump in here with the Panda. Kaka in some trouble. Burning's gonna right click him down. There are pickoffs happening all over the map right now.
He was so close to his dagger. That was so crucial for them to shut down the Earthshaker. He was like at what, 1900 gold? 1800 gold?
Has fallen.
Yeah,
That was so sad for him.
yeah, minus 270 and he's at like 1700, so it's a lot of loss, but looks like Vici might not be without
Okay,
the loss. Invis rune, are you kidding me? Where is the counter? EHOME
Okay, it's
by
on the
a
A.
dust. Burning is running in. He
It's on Lamb.
monovoids one. Oh, Lamb, just too far away. Burning's not even done. He's gonna blink forward looking for this kill on 11. Doesn't have the void. Just gonna drive him all the way back. cdec.y. Similar
Man,
individual
drive-
plays. But
You say drive them all the way back, but this is driving them crazy without the dust for sentries. Holy shit, they need a gem.
it's like
on
what,
the
3
tusk.
kills that they've missed now from.
Is it like
No,
if,
the invis?
maybe even more though? I mean that was even okay. That was not so bad because you can't expect him to have an invis rune. Then, but the other few kills were all. They should have gotten the kills. Oh no! Another. Look at this.
The revenge! Revenge on these.
undying.
cdec.y only has kills this game. He has no assists. He's just been.
Oh, dust. We have dust now. Finally,
All right.
we have dust.
This time, FY not getting away, but Burning comes running in. He's gonna help at his support. 11 still wants this kill, but now he's gonna be forced to retreat a little bit further back. cdec.y could turn and trade some blows.
That is so sad. The time they had the dust, they can't get the kill. Oh my god.
And meanwhile, Fenrir is even going to deprive them a little bit of vision, moving around with his sentry wards in hand. And get a 4-staff for the bounty hunter. Haven't checked on items for a little bit, so let's see where we are. We've got Manta on Burning now, and another 2k. We saw the Glimmer Cape on Fenrir earlier. 4-staff grabbed for FY. cdec.y picked up a Blink Dagger, and he's got another 4.2k on top of that, so if he's feeling really aggressive, could even start seeing the beginnings of an Abyssal Blade picked up. And that could actually be pretty scary for the Anti-Mage here. Meanwhile, Lamb has picked up a second Gloves of Haste, so it looks like AA is
I
going
agree.
for an Ultra Late Midas.
I agree. I think his next item is definitely Abyssal. I don't think it's a game where you want to go Skadi because you need to be able to pick off the AM. So the stun is obviously the best choice for Juggernaut. Without Abyssal, it's very difficult for him to kill. Oh my god, he's
He's gonna run right into 4 heroes. cdec.y, same place.
Dude, remember the I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
yeah,
remember
exactly.
the first time he died? The same place.
The
Okay,
Roshan
this
pit is
one
not
is-
being kind to him.
This
time.
one is forgivable because they were smoked, so whatever.
Yeah.
And he wasn't tracked this time, so yeah. But the first one was he was playing very risky the first time. This one was fine because they were smoked and he wasn't tracked, so bad luck. He was kind of expecting them to be at top lane as well because his team was like going towards top lane to maybe take a fight.
Got an Ice Blast coming towards bottom, but I don't think EHOME should even. Don't even posture, EHOME.
They
Come
have
on.
buyback. They have buyback.
Oh, they do have buyback.
They have buyback.
Fair enough. Fair enough. They just have to be so careful. The Brewmaster
Do
could.
they want to do this? Do they really want to do this?
Has fallen.
Okay. Because it was so risky. If they committed to a fight, Juggernaut buys back and they lose that fight, they basically could have lost the whole game. So that was so risky for them. So understandably, they didn't choose to take the fight in the end, but Panda right now has his crucial BKB, like we talked about. He needs BKB this game. Too much lockdown. And do we have anti-detection on EHOME? I mean detection. What? Anti-invis.
Alright, we got a Dust and Sentries on Lamb. We got a Dust on Kaka.
Tusk has to be the one carrying the stuff, right? Because you're running in first.
Why does he need this stat shield, Winter? That's.
I don't know.
that
Okay, Earthshaker has.
yeah,
they have two Dust. I think.
They have 2 Dust, but still. They know what Burning was headed over to the Ancients, but he's clearing this out pretty quickly. Gonna get this kill! They jump in with the Echo, the punch. They've got a lot of lockdown, but Burning's tanky. They will be able to chain it
the
together
tree like that.
successfully. Oh, Brewmaster gets interrupted. They have any suns left? He manages to get off the BKB, but will they actually take this fight? There's heroes heading in, but Super's actually just looking to make his escape. Does not want to be forced to split here. Kaka jumps forward, blocks him off with the Fisher, but they didn't do any damage, and he manages to blink over the top. Super makes the grand escape. It costs him his 10-second BKB charge, and Anti-Mage is dead for 60 seconds.
Did that right click actually miss? Then he was able to blink out or something? Oh, he was so lucky then.
It must have been, yeah.
Holy shit. But they still got the AM. That was a very, very big pickoff for them. Because with the AM down, they can actually just 5-man like this. Because AM can't really split push. They were worrying about that so much in the previous few minutes. They wanted to make a timing where they were pushing and AM can't really pressure their towers. Because they lost all their tier 2 towers at top and bottom. So AM could have easily pressured the base if they were actually doing this right now with AM alive.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is a huge opportunity for EHOME. A very successful smoke. It's going to be another tower last hit going towards
This game is
cdec.y.
so back and forth. Oh my god! Look at who's getting on the again! I told you, dude, he has eyes on him since the early game. He dropped his boots in front of his face.
Yeah, I thought that they were just going to retreat. I was like, alright, they got the tower, and then cdec.y spots Ice out of the corner of his eye, and it's just like, you're dead. You're dead. You buy a Ghost Scepter. Or,
You're a dead man, but you're undying. You're already dead, but I'm still gonna kill you.
Gonna keep sending him down. Oh,
Dude,
man.
how many times has that happened? Like 5 times? At least?
Yeah, I think 5 is a decent guess.
I think the only other Omni Slash he used was on the Wyvern in mid lane. The rest of the Omni Slashes were all on the Undying.
Yeah, there was this one after the Ice Blast. There was this one over here. There was this one over. He's just killed them all over the map. I think everywhere that Ice has been, he's been hounded by cdec.y with the Omni. We need a super cut or something of all of these Omni Slashes. But
Okay, here comes the important moment of the game. They have a gem right now, right? Yep. Oh dear lord,
Gem
they needed
online.
this gem so badly, and now they're gonna make the next Roshan is gonna be so key. Burning has a BKB, which also signifies that he wants to be able to fight. So
Rosh is
they
really
realize
close.
that-
It's actually a pretty
They
fast
realize
respawn.
this is the very key moment of the game. Whoever gets the Roshan right now would have a very big advantage into the later stage. The first Roshan was not even that big. Oh no!
Oh, they
not
jump in!
again!
Burning was farming mid lane. Can they burst him down? They will be able to. Fenrir tries for the save, but he's going to end up getting caught by the Abyssal Blade and Burning. Another little misstep could be huge
Omni
here.
Omni Slash is coming off.
5
now.
seconds,
I got
Winter.
the-
3 seconds. Oh no! Gets blocked up. cdec.y jumps forward. He gets the courier. FY not going to be caught, but Ice. No TP for 5. cdec.y. How vengeful is he feeling here? All right. Creeps will distract him
God.
briefly.
You can tell he was like trying so hard to look for the Undying. He was even pinging it. Yeah, like he was pinging the fact that oh, Ice might be TPing out on the small camp area, and a Shaker dropped the figure.
Just kind of overconfidence, I think, from Burning. He's telling himself, I've got BKB, I've got Manta Style, I trust
BKB
myself.
Is not useful.
Not
BKB
against
is
the
not
Kaka
useful
Echo Slam.
If you get stunned first, so. Oh dear, okay, this is EHOME's timing right now. I mean, Vici can still win this game, but they have to survive the next few minutes. With buybacks,
man.
I think they need to get buybacks on their heroes.
Just look at the graphs at the moment, Winter. Like you called it a
Yeah,
back
this
and
is-
forth
this
game,
is-
and it is really back and forth.
Oh
Just
yeah,
looking at it that
another.
way.
Are they gonna get another pick off here with the Shaker?
This time it's Kaka's revenge. He's the one with the invis.
Oh,
He's
no!
gonna find
He's
two.
gonna
Comes
get-
running in. He just wants them to group up. They're gonna look for this kill on Super. He's got the chain stun. cdec.y running in. He's got the Abyssal Blade as well. Fenrir
Where's the
at
gem?
the ready. Omni Slash comes out. They do manage to get off the primal split, but it's actually going to be enough. cdec.y, as soon as he gets out of the Cyclone, is probably just going to start right-clicking down Pandas. They need to get this Earth Panda out of here, but there is help on its way. EHOME, however, still sticking around. Super a little bit indecisive. FY throwing out the tracks.
Anti-Mage is coming in.
Anti-Major Batsarive has the BKB at the ready. Old Chicken just hanging back a little bit more. They are not going to get vision over Old Chicken because of the track changes, so he's actually still hidden. But
You say he's going back for late game Midas, then he changes his mind.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
the
the
gem
gem.
is so important.
it was too important. It really was.
I think he did this like in a game I was casting with Parker, maybe, or it was with you. I'm not sure, but he had like he made the gloves power trades and he bought a gem.
Oh, burning again! Echo Slap, do they have the lockdown this time around? cdec.y jumps in with the Abyssal Blade, burning every time. Caught out, stunned up, brought down.
Oh dear, this is Rex. They're gonna get Rex unless they, even if they kill the Tusk at top, they're still gonna lose their Rex.
If Tux manages to keep them there, that's going to be big. EHOME can't take more than one lane, since there are still tier 2s. But this is at least the one lane here. Kaka jumps in! He's got the Chainstorm Defender, but cdec.y playing the objective. Super's just going to slow things down a little bit. Haze and the Clap trying to minimize damage. They really need their farm anti-mage back up. Old Chicken's gonna get hit by the curse! He might just go down immediately. Ice, wandering in with the Flesh Golem. I don't think EHOME were quite prepared for this fight without the anti-mage. Old Chicken, he's gonna get popped, but he does have the Aegis. Panda, however, gets blown up.
Pop his BKB.
Oh no.
Yes, buyback. Yes, buyback.
But still, it feels like this was one lane of Rex before, and now it's still one lane of Rex anyway, but they've lost one more hero. I mean, they caught EHOME by surprise, but they've got the resources. Panda's gonna buy back, but they're looking for this kill on Fenrir. Omni Slash brings him down. This one is not gonna be reserved for Ice Lamb. Gonna get jumped here. Super does manage to get the BKB off this time around, but he's still in some trouble. Getting right click down, pops the split. Keeping the Rax alive, importantly for the time being. cdec.y somewhat squishy, no Omni for survivability. Can they actually do anything to him here? He gets dropped into the Cyclone, and it's not a Yule, so he is going to be able to blink himself a little bit further away, but Super sends him skyward once more. 11 has the snowball ready if things get bad. Burning comes running in. Really wants some revenge, but cdec.y gets another blink away, and EHOME, what are they looking for here? Burning pops the BKB, really wants to fight, but the snowball's going to waste some more time, and cdec.y spins himself away. If they can keep the casualties low to just 11, that's going to be really big.
Okay.
And they will.
They had to use a buyback to defend their Rex, but it was worth it. They needed to prolong the game. Okay, finally he's Midas.
33-51.
Man, give that guy a pat, man. He got a crucial gem and delays his Midas, gets hunted down by the bounty hunter in the early game.
He's everything you could want in a support, this Slam. His patience is going to pay off a little bit now that the Midas can start going to work. It's the Tusk who in the end is going to start working his way towards
yeah, because AA felt like, dude, I actually got the gem for the team, you have to buy something for the team. It's time for me to get my Midas and farm.
Yeah. The Solar Crest is potentially very important against the Anti-Mage as well, especially once he picks up his Abyssal Blade. Being able to just defensively...
Wow, he's going in deep!
cdec.y wants this, drops the Abyssal, Super's in a lot of trouble, he got the BKB off, but they're still just right-clicking him through. And that is going to be a dominating streak for cdec.y. He knows no fear. Burning, jumping into another stun. He does have BKB, he does have Mantas, so EHOME just going to retreat out a little bit, but VG lacking that second core. This could still be dangerous.
I don't think they can defend this tower, right? Unless they get another. The defense in middle only happened because he got a
It's so dangerous. What happens, like, if Kaka blinks and he just fishers across this angle and anybody is trapped, you're in so much trouble. There are 4 staffs on both sides.
Yeah.
And
they need to make sure
FYI.
that doesn't happen again, though. Like the curse, they need to split up their heroes. Like Juggernaut in front hitting the towers, and no one should be near him. Like literally no one, because he can just spin and just get out.
Yeah, and he can kill almost anybody on his own team at this stage.
Yeah, he can definitely kill anybody.
Kaka, when jumping in, looking for FY, is not going to take that track lying down. But FY still manages to sidestep it. They didn't claim this mid lane of Rax the first time around. What is going to end up happening this fight? cdec.y going to get Winter's Curse. They're going to try and focus him down if they can. Snowball's coming in. Does it manage to save him? It doesn't, but they've got the Omni Slash immunity. And Burning punched up into the air, managed to blink away, but he's still very low. cdec.y is going to spin back, but they've still got the healing ward. Old Chicken standing in the middle of everything here, does not have a defensive heals. They're going to jump in with the Pandas, sending one into the air. Lamb's in some trouble. He's going to be brought down, but they manage to finish off Burning. He buys back. They have to get more kills here. Old Chicken trapped out. Should be able to finish him. 11 getting right-clicked down. Buys himself a little bit of space with the snowball. Might even be able to blink afterwards. Punches one. Looks like still getting ticked down and will be finished off. They didn't get the lane of Rax. What actually killed Burning at the end of the fight? Old Chicken's in trouble. There was a haste rate a little bit further up, but he didn't scout it. It looks like he's going to be brought down as well. VG at least making this burning buyback seem like it's worth it. Kaka comes in with the force step, but burning's not done. Okay, he's gonna blink in, finishes that kill. Double kill for burning. cdec.y has the Abyssal Blade, but no Omni Slash, and he is gonna reconsider any decision to run in there, but...
You know that Omni Slash killed the Undying?
Oh, Ice, just buy a Ghost Scepter. I mean, you know he's coming for you at this point.
Dire's middle tower
You gotta deal with it somewhere. What
Yeah, I'm
killed
not sure
Burning?
what killed Burning. I think Laguna.
I saw him get Glimmer Caped, I saw him blink away, and then I stopped looking, and then he bought back. I don't know what happened in the middle.
I was watching how the Undying died.
That's going on the reel. All of the cdec.y Omni Slash kills against Ice.
Never drop items in front of me again, he says.
Don't make cdec.y angry is the lesson here, I think. cdec.y's still got a ton of farm. He is actually, I mean, Burning's died so many times and he just bought back, so I think the net worth chart makes a little bit more sense in that context, but cdec.y has had a hell of a game so far. 14, 2, and 4, tons of solo kills, ridiculous amounts of farm, and has really taken that lead that 11 kind of gave him and run with it, so... Could still be anyone's game at this point.
Game is still not over for them, though. EHOME, even with the lead they have right now, they could still lose this game.
And Super looking to jump in, he's got the BKB, they're looking for Kaka, but there's a force staff to send him up towards the high ground. I think they were actually baiting with him a little bit. Abyssal Blade, they're gonna drop it on Super! cdec.y won't be able to get off the Primal Split, gets dunked by the Laguna Blade. They didn't even use the Omni Slash, cdec.y holding that one in reserve. Just in case he comes across a pesky Undying, but...
Is this finally going to be the first lane of Rex for them?
Do they have Glyph? They do have Glyph, but it's still 50 seconds.
Yeah, they have the crucial solar.
I mean, maybe if Burning was feeling brave enough to cut the mid wave, but he can't, because if he dies, he doesn't have buyback, so he just has to pressure here instead.
This is still a good move for them. He needs to force someone to go back, but right now, EHOME needs to push, and they need to hide a few heroes in fog, so Burning is scared of speed pushing.
And
But
Kaka and Lam are actually running
they're
back
showing
right
the
now.
heroes that can kill him. They showed the Lina plus the Juggernaut, and Burning knows that he's probably safe. So he was actually hitting the tower the whole time. Oh no, Echo!
Alright.
Okay, alright.
I mean, you could see the plan, right, from EHOME. It was show the heroes that can actually kill him, send the Earthshaker all the way back, Earthshaker gets the chain stun, and then somebody who can actually deal with him. But...
Yeah, but there was no tower there though, so even if he got the chain stun...
Yeah. Well, it's if Burning is still by the Rex, right? Because he doesn't...
Yeah.
He still sees the Tusk, the Jug, and the Lina, but...
I don't think he saw the Tusk, he only saw the Lina plus the Juggernaut, because
fair enough.
that was the two heroes hitting the tower. I could be wrong, but those two heroes were hitting the tower.
But yeah, so Burning backs off
I mean,
the crucial
Rex.
time. The Rex is still up! So, VG do not end up losing that, EHOME being...
Roshan! They need to
somewhat
get
cautious.
Roshan!
They know that it's up, they've scouted it with the Sigil. Burning needs to be careful. cdec.y's here, 11's here. So is cdec.y, but 11 needs to be careful. VG are looking for him. Fenrir is going to come blinking forward. Snowball buys some space, but they're going to drop the curse over onto cdec.y. Can they focus him down? Can they get in position? Super's going to drop the Primal Split, but the Omni Slash comes out. It kills off Ice, and now Old Chicken and the rest of EHOME come to the defense. They're going to Laguna Blade down one. Kaka's running out for FY right now, but in the back lines, it's Burning going to work. He hasn't BKB just yet. cdec.y, what else can he do here? The Primal Split is sowing a little bit of chaos, and Burning is taking full advantage of it. A few more right clicks. We'll be able to bring down Old Chicken. Lamb backing up. Kaka getting right click down now. cdec.y needs to come in, but Super and Burning fighting together as a unit for the first time pretty much this game, or the first time in a long while. Gem's gonna hit the deck, they're gonna Yules up the Panda and try and run for it, but Lamb won't be able to grab it. Burning and FY will drive him back. Triple kill for the anti-mage. Old Chicken has a little bit more locked in. They're looking for this kill on Fender, but the Guardian Greaves come out. And Vici Gaming, Burning, still very healthy, but unwilling to re-engage. Comes back in now, and Old Chicken, in fact. Super with the blink clap. cdec.y is still just hovering on the edges of the fight. Does not have the Aghanims, does not have the Omni Slash. And it looks like both teams going to back up, as we are going to have to take stock. Buyback from Earthshaker used, buyback from the Lina used.
Holy shit. That was so much of understanding from the anti-mage though. When he saw Omni Slash and Abyssal use, he immediately just jumped into the fight because he knows with those two spells.
There's nothing left.
Like on cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, on cooldown, and he just BKBs. He's not. There's nothing left to kill him. Like a single Laguna cannot take him down. So
And
that
I think the
just
Laguna
great
was even used already as well at that stage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't catch that, but he realizes that he is immortal, so he just jumps in.
EHOME, they
Oh,
know that they need this Rosh shot so badly, but cdec.y is going to get caught by the Winter's Curse. The snowball opens a bit of time. They're going to jump in with the Echo Slime as well. The Panda's dropping extremely low, but Burning comes in for the cleanup. Mana Void is huge. They drop cdec.y. Roshan is somewhat exposed, but they're going to look for the remainder of these kills. Old Chicken getting caught out by the Storm Panda, nicely microed by Super. Oh, Vici haven't quite decided what objective they're looking for. They know that cdec.y just bought back. And instead they are just going to head into the pit right now. Fenrir making the big plays with that Winter's Curse. And unfortunately 11 was not able to save his teammate with the snowball. This is extremely tense. More so for EHOME than it was for Vici Gaming. Old Chicken wanders forward a little bit, in some trouble. Kaka gonna put in the lockdown. Burning gets stunned, but Lena just sends herself into the air. Will she be able to blink away? She does! Makes the escape! cdec.y, can he get off the Omni Slash? She's getting right-clicked down. Oh no, cdec.y dead for 2 minutes. And
Oh my god, that was so. That was so good from Fenrir. When he was Arctic burning on the cliff, he made sure that he dropped one shot onto the Juggernaut, so the Juggernaut couldn't blink. They stunned the Panda right earlier, and the Juggernaut couldn't blink over to drop Abyssal and Omni Slash to kill the Panda because of Fenrir.
oh man, and that Omni Slash makes the world of difference for EHOME there. I mean, if they jump in, they Abyssal Blade either the Panda or the Anti-Mage, and then they drop the Omni. Jug is invulnerable for a couple of seconds. The Lena might even be able to come back in, even though she's really low on HP. So it's always the little things that matter the most, Winter, and Vici Gaming with that going to win an extremely convincing team
I
fight.
agree.
70 seconds.
Dota is all about the little things sometimes.
Oh, 11's gonna jump in. They're looking for kills here. They're gonna Laguna play down Super Burning BKBs and just starts hitting the tier 3s. 11 finds himself in the middle of all of this. And he is going to be brought down. No buyback for him either, but EHOME just doing whatever they can to stall. They know that they don't have any tier 2s left, and that they have to just hold on to whatever they can in the base. But Fenrir again with the blink, with the curse, making the plays. Kaka jumps in with the Echo Slam, but I don't think it's good enough. Old Chicken actually survived with the Yule Scepter, but it's not going to be for much longer as Burning jumps in and chunks him down. Lamb, the Mana Void is reserved for him, and Vici Gaming looking like they are going to be probably cleaning up this series 3-0. We'll see. 20 seconds on the Juggernaut, but everybody else is going to take such a long time.
You're being really hopeful.
I am being really hopeful. I want another game, Winter, but I think this one's looking pretty over.
Thanks to thee.
And they just gave up. Like every mistake you make against BH just gets amplified because of track. Like even though they managed to take down the AM so many times earlier, but one mistake like that just cost them the game because it's track.
I mean, it just really swung on the initiation. It looks like EHOME's still going to try and fight this, but I mean, what can they really do? Burning's got 2 lives. He's very scary. cdec.y doesn't have his Monkey King bar just yet. Burning's just going to aim for the Mega Creeps here, it looks like. I have to try and walk through the shards. It's going to buy them a few more seconds, but it's just 1 range Drax to go, and Burning's still got the BKB and the Aegis, so cdec.y could even drop the Abyssal Blade and the Omni, but I don't think it's going to do too much. They're going to jump in, try and get this kill without the Omni Slash. Nice Force Staff gets him a little bit further away. Does not get hit by the Ice Blast initial damage, but is still at the very least brought down. He's going to be mashing his BKB button, and he's going to be fine. Does get punched up into the air, but manages to blink a little bit further away. Kaka's still on the chase. Fenrir's here as well. Burning, getting Omni Slash, but the Creep Wave is nearby, and he is looking like he might be alright. Old Chicken looking for the Yules, but that range nerf, he's not going to be able to get it. Kaka's the one on the receiving end of the Winter's Curse this time around. Super jumps in. They're right-clicking cdec.y. They're going to hex him up. Burning might fall a second time here. Manages to get the Mana Void off, but he's just going to keep on fighting. His Team 4 staffs him in. He may die to this Ice Blast, but it's Vici Gaming taking the win as EHOME are going to tap out. And Vici Gaming, they qualify. We're going to be seeing them at the main event at the Summit 4.
Man, they just outplay them so hard in team fights. Man, Fenrir is the MVP this game. He saved his team so many team fights with a really good ultimate on 3 to 4 heroes. Like I think the first one was in the middle lane when they. I can't remember on full, but Panda died. Remember the middle fight?
Yeah.
He blinked in, he didn't BKB, he died. and then he bought back and he dropped a curse on 4 heroes, and they basically defended Rex. That timing was so good for EHOME because they were so strong. I was like, you remember I was saying like, okay, EHOME is going to take a Rex at this stage, right? Because they are that strong. But they didn't get the Rex at that timing because they didn't position. In team fights, they needed to position themselves better.
Yeah,
That was really that fight was really costly though. I think they only lost one hero, but that was the fight that actually bought so much time because Burning died. He got caught. That was the opening for EHOME to take Rex.
yeah. The mid game had so many beautiful initiations in it. I mean, there was every single time that EHOME caught out Burning, that just put them step after step after step. They were getting closer and closer and closer, and then just towards the end there, it was Vici who was finding the jumps with those great Winter's Curses from Fenrir. Even the one when they were smoking up through the dire jungle, and they spotted 11, but Fenrir had already seen the Juggernaut, and he just blinked past the Tusk and went straight for the Jug, and Winter's cursed him, and then cdec.y kind of panic ulted, only killed the Undying, and that opened the way for Burning. And I mean, that was the way that things went for the rest of the game. Fenrir finding those great initiations.
Yeah, that was just like I think for them to realize that in team fights after the first few fights, they needed to understand that the Omnislash's priority has to be on the anti-mage, right? Because that's the only way they kill him. But at the same time, because the Juggernaut got jumped on, so he was like, if I don't do this, I'm gonna die, right? So he has to jump into Omnislash to some target nearby, and he couldn't save it for the AM. So it's like you mentioned, the initiation was so key by Vici. They got the jump first, thanks to Fenrir all the time, and obviously some fights the Panda jumped in first. But I think definitely Fenrir was hands down the MVP that won them the game. Man, these supports are really so good.
Oh boy. Okay, so I'm losing my voice a little bit actually, but so once again, congratulations to Vici. They're going to be heading to LA for the Summit 4 as they qualify for the main event. It's not curtains just yet for EHOME. They were still in the upper bracket. They've still got one more shot against LGD tomorrow, but LGD are looking pretty fierce, and I don't know. Winter, who do you favor in the matchup? Who do you like going into tomorrow? Or do you need to do a little bit more prep before you can make that call?
I think I like EHOME more because EHOME looks more like a team, and LGD looks a bit scattered at times because they are not united 100%. I mean, they're still improving compared to their showing at Nanyang, but I feel like their team is fragmented though. They are not really on the same page on a lot of things, and you remember the Rage GG out by Syla?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that is not a good sign for me. So I think EHOME are favorites in that matchup, but I wouldn't say that huge favorites. Maybe 7-3, or maybe even 6-4. I don't think that it's impossible for LGD to win. It's just gonna be difficult for them to win, but not impossible.
Yeah, we'll just have to see if they can take a page out of whatever Vici Gaming did today to take this 3-0. It was, I'm not going to call the last game necessarily convincing because I think EHOME really gave them a run for their money, especially, it feels like a very long time ago, but with all the comeback plays that we saw out of 11, they were down 5-0, we were already lamenting like,
Dude,
oh man, this looks terrible.
This guy is the best Tusk player in China, I swear, man. This guy.
Yeah.
Him and Garda is support Tusk. This guy is like a little offlane Tusk, so they're different. But Garda, this guy, 11 Garda plus Ice. I think those are the 3 best Tusk players in China.
Okay.
And that guy was just a beast though, when we mentioned, they needed to do something right now.
Yeah, and then he went and got 1 kill bot, and then they smoked immediately, and they got the double kill mid, and
That was minute 9. We were talking, oh my god, EHOME is so screwed right now. And then 40 seconds later, they got 4 kills thanks to the Tusk.
okay, well, we'll have to see if EHOME can find a little bit of that magic tomorrow. So, Winter, are you going to be joining me tomorrow? Do you have that scheduled in?
I have a wedding to attend tomorrow. I can't. I think Parker's going to be joining you.
All right. Well, it'll be me and Parker back tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me, Winter. It was a pleasure as always. Don't forget to follow this guy, Twitter and Facebook. It's @WinterDota. Make sure that you show him some love. Don't forget to follow Beyond the Summit as well. We appreciate you guys tuning in. If you'd like to follow me, I'm at Basskip. My name's up in the title. It's been great casting for you, all of you guys today, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for EHOME versus LGD.